expect to bump into you here at this time. Well, I was doing just fine until I received
terrible news
just now. The investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontinalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
The Fontinalia Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontinalia Film Festival? Then allow me to fill you in. The Fontinalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archonigeria. The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
But what's that weird expression on your face? Like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Well, either way, why don't they see this now? Just like the wind from the monster, and the lantern right below it.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival? And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year. To commemorate the Loch Knights, people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years ago, Lady FURINA started to find the whole idea
drab, and so decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
The limelight now shines on Raiden Shogun and Yomiya, joined by the new 4-star character.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival.
But what's the deal with the other two 4-star editions?
Among the kids.
Also,
Every
I'll admit
year
out,
you can
if
hear
you
a
haven't
bunch of them
already,
saying,
ensure you
"Try
copy
or
and redeem the
treat."
code for version 4.3 as detailed in the description. Now, we all know Kojusera has been a constant companion to Raiden Shogun, and it's highly likely she'll continue
I
the
just
trend.
got too excited. The
The final
Fontinalia Film
slot might be
Festival is an
taken by this
event
character,
proposed
a
by the
choice that may seem
Fontaine
odd,
Film
but it is what
Association
it
this
is.
year. Now that
Regarding the
film
weapon
technology
banners,
has
anticipate
matured
the
as a
appearance of the
medium,
engulfing lightning
it's the
polearm and
perfect time to
thundering bolts.
introduce more people to the art
It's
form.
essential to remember that the
During
theme
this
will stand
time,
for unofficial
people may
leaks
submit
and
films to be
alterations could occur.
evaluated. And
What are your thoughts on
the
these
highest
4-star
score will
selections?
be given the
Share your
FURINA
opinion.
Award by the association.
The what award?
The FURINA Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady FURINA was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name. Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady FURINA is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Huh. Alright. Guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yes, that's her. I asked
her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Oh, I remember now. Now they said that her clothes were designed by Chiori. And Chiori's outfit too.
How to describe her?
well,
she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aqua Station to welcome them?
Judging
from the time, the Aqua should be arriving shortly. Shiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.